I want to speak about role models and why I believe that choosing the right role models can really help you to achieve your goals so much more quickly and can also help you to develop certain qualities and characteristics in yourself that you admire in others. And I'm also going to share with you some of the role models that I've had throughout my life, people who have really inspired me and encouraged and motivated me, even though I don't actually know them in real life. And I like to call them mentors in my mind or role models in my mind. And it's amazing how people who you've actually never met can really influence you and can really change your life through a screen. First, I just want to say that one of the main reasons that I feel that choosing a role model or several role models can be really, really helpful is because many of us want to develop qualities in ourselves, but we actually don't know anyone who has those qualities. Or maybe you want to achieve a certain goal. Maybe it's a health or a fitness or a financial goal, but no one in your immediate circle, no one at your workplace or your school or in your family has actually achieved those things. Or maybe they're not even interested in those subjects or those goals. And so it can be challenging because they say that we become like the people that we surround ourselves with most, because that's who we're constantly on a daily basis influenced by. So it can be really, really helpful to seek out people, even if it is online or by reading their books, people who inspire you and who have achieved certain things that you really want to achieve in your own life. Listening to their own trial and error experience and learning from someone who has maybe 30 years more experience in a certain aspect of life than you do can save you time from your own trial and error and can inspire you on your own journey. One of the people who was a huge mentor in my mind, probably changed my life and taught me so much, was Suze Orman. If you don't know who she is a financial guru, more specifically a savings expert, and she helps people get out of debt and to learn how to manage their money and to save money. And if you've watched my video about me saving over $30,000 in 2 years, a big part of that I attribute to watching Suze Orman, sometimes on a daily basis. While I was getting ready for work, I would watch, she had like little clips on YouTube that were less than 5 minutes, and I would put one on every single day, not just because of the advice, but because she symbolized saving money to me, and she symbolized someone who came from not having a lot of money or not knowing how to manage money, and she shared her personal story about not knowing anything about money and losing other people's money through a bad investment and having to work her way up and learning for herself. And I just found her to be so inspiring and so helpful, and she was definitely a money mentor to me. It was during a time of my life where I was aggressively saving. I would save half or more of every paycheck, and I didn't know anyone else who was doing that in my own life. I didn't have any friends who were really interested in saving money. I didn't have the coworkers at my work, they weren't interested or doing that. I didn't know anyone who had ever done that really. And so to watch Suze and to listen to what she had to say was definitely very, very inspiring to me. And I still remember going out and making purchases at that time and thinking, well, what would Suze do? Or what would Suze buy? How would she spend this money? Or how much would she save? And I just remember feeling as though I knew her and feeling as though she was a real mentor to me. And it's amazing when you think about how she doesn't know who I am. I highly doubt she knows who I am. But it's amazing to think that someone who you don't know can impact you through the screen. And on a side note, that's a big part of why I make these videos. Sometimes I think, who knows, maybe something that I went through in my life, or maybe something that I feel quite confident in right now that is just second nature to me. If I share that idea, someone else might actually be struggling in that area, and it could really inspire them, and maybe passing on this idea, which only takes me a few minutes, can impact someone's whole day, month, or year. And so yes, Suze Orman was a big role model for saving money for me, and she actually ended up becoming a role model for confidence, for speaking with confidence. Public speaking helped me with the YouTube channel as well. If you go and watch some of her videos, I love how she exudes confidence. I love how she seems to express herself very genuinely, and I feel like nothing that she does is scripted. I mean, maybe it is, but her personality and her own confidence just really seems to shine through, and she seems like she really loves what she does, which is amazing. And so you, who's watching this right now, maybe you have an area of your life that you really want to improve. Maybe you want to become a more eloquent speaker, or maybe you want to be someone who's more disciplined, or someone who is very organized with their time or organized with their personal space, and you feel that you're surrounded by people who aren't really the best role models for that, or people who aren't really interested in that at all. So it's up to you to actively seek out people who have those qualities and who can teach you how to become that way and can inspire you to bring out the best in yourself, to bring out the parts of yourself that you really want to develop. And who knows, maybe one day you'll meet the person who is your role model and you'll be able to tell them about your journey and about what a big influence they had on your life. Some other role models I've had in my mind are Oprah, Christie Brinkley, Doris Day. I just love their positivity and what they represent. A great way to get the most out of your mentor in your mind is to have them be a part of your daily life, or at least listening or reading their work at least once a week. Because repetition is so important, especially when you are trying to achieve a goal or trying to develop a new habit that is not second nature to you. Think of it like exercise or eating healthy. If you just do it once, it might not have the same effect as if you're doing it every single day. And so taking time to think about that person or what they represent, maybe put them on a vision board, and when you look at that person, maybe it's a healthy eating inspiration. When you look at the picture of your role model or mentor, think about the health decisions that they would make and what they represent to you. Do they represent getting up early? Do they represent making smart, healthy decisions for their body? And that's where social media can actually be a really positive thing. I know a lot of people discuss the negative aspects of being influenced by other people, such as feeling inferior or feeling like you have to compete or feeling not good enough. But in many ways, if you choose wisely who you are following, you can choose people who actually bring out the best in you and make you want to achieve certain things and make you want to develop the qualities in yourself that you really want to have. And maybe looking at a picture of them going on a hike inspires you to make that decision as well and inspires you to make healthy choices. If you watched my videos for a while, you'll know that I swear by audiobooks, and I absolutely love listening to inspiring, motivating audio recordings, and sometimes I will listen to them over and over again because repetition is key. Lastly, I want to end this conversation by reinforcing how important it is to be aware of what you're consuming daily. Not just food and drinks, but the ideas that you're consuming, the people that you're around, the conversations you're a part of. They are having a huge, huge impact on shaping the person you are and contributing to how you feel overall. It might not always be easy to distance yourself from people who are negatively impacting your life, but doing so can honestly have a huge impact on how you feel. If you have the opportunity to have a real life mentor or to be around people who are uplifting and inspiring and who encourage you to bring out the best of yourself, and you can do so for them as well, then that's amazing. And that's something to definitely cherish and to definitely seek out in relationships. I'd love to hear from you. Who is your mentor in your mind? Who is someone that is encouraging you and inspiring you to either achieve something specific in your life or to develop a certain characteristic and quality in yourself? Feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up to let me know, and I'll see you next time.